On 6th September 2024, at the Park Hotel in New Delhi, the CargoNXT Conference and Recognitions unveiled groundbreaking initiatives set to transform the logistics landscape. The spotlight shone brightly on CarryPath Solutions Pvt. Limited as they made their official debut in the logistics sector. The launch was officially done at the conference by Sanjay Swaroop, S. Ramakrishna, Professor Dr. Manoj Chaudhary, Dushyant Mulani, Shobhit Bhatnagar, and Santosh Sinha. M.K. Nabi, co-founder and CEO, and Manoj Kumar, co-founder and director, shared their vision for CarryPath Solutions, highlighting their commitment to optimizing international logistics operation.
Sir, it is a great honor and enthusiasm that I welcome you to official launch of CarryPath. Basically, the idea to establish this CarryPath Solutions Pvt. Limited came. I have a experience of Concor 3.5 decades, and primarily CarryPath is focusing on the frontline workforce, the labor, the driver, the cleaner. Last year, I separated from Concor, I retired from Concor, and thought that we should contribute something a bit to the frontline workforce. This company primarily is a consulting and advisory company. This company is giving services to the industry free of cost, without any charge. We are not charging anything from any industry. Our request is simply to money saved on this consultancy and advisory.
CarryPath plans to integrate real-time tracking and automated inventory management into their storage solutions, enhancing supply chain transparency and efficiency. Their comprehensive 3PL and 4PL services aim to cater to businesses of all sizes, providing scalable logistics solutions to meet the growing demands of the global market. Despite being a newcomer, CarryPath Solutions is making a significant impact, showcasing its ambition to reshape the future of global logistics. Following the launch, the conference continued with its first business session, titled Logistics Revolution, Embracing Automation and Artificial Intelligence. Moderated by Animesh Gupta, Regional Account Manager at Goldratt Research Labs USA, this discussion centered on AI's transformative potential in logistics, focusing on automation. On 6th September 2024, at the Park, Alpana Chaturvedi, CEO of MyLogistics Gurukul, emphasized the necessity of continuous skill acquisition and attracting new talent to keep pace with the evolving logistics industry.
I always say, because of relevance of technology and to be relevant, I have kept on going with the Joneses, as they will say, and kept on skilling myself, and here I am. So that, it leaves me in a very, very happy place to be sitting amongst such a tech gathering or such a tech panel and being the first person to speak. So thank you for that. As the logistic landscape has changed, हम थोड़े दिनों पहले कहते थे we need to be future ready. So अभी I will not say future ready, I'll say we need to be relevant. To stay relevant, you need relevant skills. Now logistics is not just a blue-collar job or something to do with transport, something to do with trucking. It's a very, very specialized field. To make them at least 60 to 70% job ready, we need to talk a lot about what automation doing, how are the job roles changing, what is in it for them, for the youngsters. Gone are the jobs which were irrelevant, which, nothing is irrelevant. But yes, the type of jobs are changing, and to stay relevant, we have to keep on using technology.
Animesh Gupta, Regional Account Manager at Goldratt Research Labs USA, highlighted the importance of viewing logistics beyond traditional boundaries, emphasizing the complete flow of the supply chain.
The word logistics, when you are selling this word, it will not be sold. So as a logistic person, hum as an engineer on the other side of the table taking help from or taking service from the service provider, which is a logistic company, बोलते ट्रांसपोर्टर बोलते हैं हम उसको. तो आपको सप्लाई चेन बोलना पड़ेगा. जब आप सप्लाई चेन बोलते हो, एंड टू एक्सप्लेन, सप्लाई चेन स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम आइडेंटिफाइंग ऑफ द राइट गुड moving it to your stores, converting into a useful material, which is production, then putting it in the warehouse and then shipping it out to the end customer, be it a B2B or B2C. Once you say that, तो उसमें procurement भी आ जाता है, उसमें import भी आ जाता है, export आ जाता है, then it encompasses the complete flow of the supply chain. I have grown up kids. So they are very focused. जैसे ही आपने logistics बोला, they will go on Google and see what is logistics. So there is a definition.
Right.
Once you tell them supply chain, there will be a definition there. They will understand it. It involves lot of things.
Satish Lakkaraju, CEO of NexGen Logistics, emphasized the pressing need for the logistics industry to embrace AI automation and robotic process automation.
I think from a tech standpoint, we've come a long way, but where is the gap currently in terms of AI automation and robotic process automation in the industry? One, I think the mindset over the last 50 years has not changed of really adopting to it. And the word that you spoke about, the Lala, people who've been for 50 years to the current generation, there's a huge gap. My 18-year-old kid would probably do his first startup and publish his balance sheet. But as a father, I'm happy, but what I see in organizations today, they're not still convinced that the technology has to be adopted. Today, the margins in the supply chain or freight forwarding business or anything are less than wafer thin, because you're not even at a 10% margin sort of it. With a 4 to 3% and a 120 days credit in the market, you are battling your life between death and being between an ICU, or you want to be out into the emergency ward, clearly sort of it. So my point would be is that the adoption has to really happen top to bottom very, very clearly in the days to come. We need to get some more community systems which are able to really push artificial intelligence in a lot of way. Mobile phones adoption being so high in the country, I think supply chain can also adopt it in the days to come and bring the overall cost down both for the end consumer.
Harsh Gupta, General Manager at Kale Logistics Solutions, discussed the importance of compliance and asset management in logistics, noting how AI can simplify these challenges.
आज की डेट में the generation wants solutions which are more fast and where they have got different priorities, and that's where we feel that we as logistic practitioners on the software side have been trying to address two key areas of concerns. Compliance ऐसी चीज़ है जिसपे कोई भी डिटेल में पढ़ना नहीं जाता. It's so complicated, and sir being a lawyer will say that, and Manish coming from Siemens will also agree that this compliance related issues are very complicated, and that's the big problem which AI can possibly come in and solve and address that big issue. The second area which you rightly said about railways is about asset management. How the while we are making large investment in infrastructure, how is this asset can be best utilized? Kale have been working closely with these government agencies, particularly again Madam from DPIT was here in the morning. How DPIT is bringing all these things together and solving some key issues. Those are my key takeaways and where we have been working.
Amit Maheshwari, founder and CEO of SoftLink Global, expressed his enthusiasm for the advancements in AI technology, noting a significant shift from previous iterations.
Let me tell you, the previous AI, I never did anything, because that was a, senseless. This was just a set of rules. If this, you cannot write so many ifs. I can tell you, in last 32 years of my career as a technology provider, and a very premier technology provider, we are number one in India, we are number two across the world for freight forwarding ERPs. This is the third time I'm excited. First time it was Windows when I got excited, because suddenly I have a liberty of, people can understand my screens. That was the advantage. Then second time when internet became very, very easy, when internet was
Open access.
Yeah, everybody was able to access, and that is when we created Logistics, which is now number 2 software. And third time is now. In February 2023, I used my Singapore credit card to subscribe to this OpenAI platform, and I was really excited that this is something Now suddenly, computer is understanding me. Because earlier, computer was never understanding me. I have to give all the instruction, if this, if this, if this, if this. That was all nonsense. Kind of revolution it is going to do, it is just a start. As of now, it is only the chatbots or, people are doing for fun stuff or creating image or creating video. But in real life scenario, education system, I tell you, it is overdue for a revolution. Overdue. It can really revolutionize the education system.
Manish Soin, Senior Vice President at Siemens Healthineers, stressed the critical need for timely supply deliveries in healthcare and advocated for true automation.
I am from a healthcare background, where we need to supply to the hospital's lab, where it's directly or indirectly related to the patient life. If hospital or any lab they are ordering for their stock, we can still manage. But if any machine is breakdown, then there's a problem. We can do some kind of data manipulation, we can feed data. Believe me, it's not automation, it's a semi-automated. The simplest funda to implement, to use something or to innovate something, think that you are the laziest person in the world. Then you can say, yes, I have an automation, I am not touching my tool. And believe me, in Siemens, we are not touching our tool. We created our internal software, all the data which we are getting from across warehouses or across 48 factories in that portal. And we linked our portal with that. We created a kind of interface, and then, it's a real automation. Now we have given access to our customer. They can click a button, they can track their entire consignment. This is a difference.
Eshaan Khullar, Associate Vice President at Skye Air Mobility, discussed the shift towards last-mile delivery solutions and the integration of drones to enhance efficiency in logistics.
Currently, we have pivoted to last mile, and with these e-commerce D2C brands coming up, with Blinkit, Zepto, Zomato coming up, people have behavioral changes have come where people want everything in minutes, and that's what we are solving right now with drones. Yes, air taxi is also coming up in the coming future. So the government has already come up with lanes. They have already implemented the policies. So by 2025, you will be seeing Gurgaon, Delhi air taxis happening. Yes, but what we are trying to solve is mostly on the last mile and the middle mile part. I am working with likes of Blue Dart, DTDC, all of these bigger logistics brands, and solving their last mile problems with the use of drones. We've also created infrastructure, drone pods, Sky Pods we call it, in Gurgaon. Gurgaon is our pilot test city, and we're currently doing about 6,000 to 7,000 orders per day. So as we know, first we had NDD, we had 3-day delivery, we had 4-day delivery. We have gotten to a point where we are doing 6 hours delivery, and in the coming few years we would reach a hyperlocal level where we would be 30 minutes or 1 hour deliveries, even for e-commerce shipments. How we are making it so fast is that we are eradicating the whole human element to a certain extent, to the middle mile. Only the human is required to deliver to the doorstep, because obviously the drone cannot deliver to the doorstep in India at least. So that's what we are solving, and currently our aim is to simplify logistics. Our aim is to reduce the burden on manpower on the last mile riders or these middle mile riders.
The session reinforced the importance of collaboration, innovation, and continuous education in the logistics industry, paving the way for a brighter, more efficient future. As the session concluded, Lieutenant General Dharamveer Kalra, retired, addressed the audience, sharing his extensive background of 38 years in the Army and 32 years teaching supply chain management.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am from the Army. My name is General Kalra. I've been listening here. I come to these events to come and update myself as to what is happening in the world and be in touch. I spent 38 years in the Army, and 32 years thereafter I went into teaching supply chain management. I have been provoked to take on a subject when the lady used the term logistics and she was told you should use the term supply chain management. I wish to say that logistics term has never been understood. Logistics in the Army has been in use for more than 150 years, and it covers everything from design, development, manufacture, transportation, storage, delivery, return, repair, help of the people who fall sick, vehicle getting everything in the world from the beginning to the end, what we call from the birth to the grave, is logistics. Supply chain, logistics, and value chain, I think these terms are used very interchangeably. Please permit me, with all your expertise, sometimes it is good to go back to the basics and try and understand the difference. What is logistics? What is supply chain? What is value chain? How do they overlap? How do they contribute? Because there's wealth of knowledge, but I think knowledge can be only used only when you interpret everything in the correct sense. So my submission, I can carry on because on all these subjects that you mentioned, I was provoked to say something, but the time does not allow, and I do not think I want to keep you away from your lunch and from this wonderful discussion. I must say I feel enriched, and I love to come and love to listen and find out. And the lingo changes, the things change. Learn about the AI, learn about the RFID, learn about blockchain. These are very interesting things, and let me tell you, with your permission, sir, I am now going to be 90 years in a few days, and I am doing my PhD. I am doing my PhD in supply chain management, criticality of assessing supply chains in war zones, taking Ukraine and Russia as a case study. You know, if you want to spread knowledge, don't keep it to yourself. If you have done something well, share it. The good old days of my commercial secret. As a profession, you will not grow if you do not share. If you have done something well, tell the others. Let the benchmark be done. Let you be the best. But tell people, how did you become the best? Others will follow you, and the whole profession of logistics will grow. And I wish you all the very best. God bless you. And thank you for permitting me to intervene. God bless you.
Thank you for watching Cargo Insights TV. Stay tuned for more insights from the CargoNXT conference. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on the future of logistics.